What do you do when you maybe still want to stay connected to God, but you don't want to do Bible study? And you don't really want to go to church, and you don't really want to listen to another sermon? Well, I've got just the thing for you. Don't worry, it's not Tolstoy. Don't really want to read your Bible. You don't want to go to church, but you kind of still want to grow your faith. Or maybe you're not entirely interested in giving up on God just yet. Well, I can fix that. I think that you should consider our spiritual academics or spiritual philosophers or mystics, as they're called. Obviously, there's C.S. Lewis, there's Dallas Willard, and one of my favorites that not many people know about, she's actually a professor at a university. She specializes in women's studies. Her name is Lynn Cohick. I love her books. They come at it from more of an intellectual academic perspective. And then if that's not something that you're interested in, I've got one more for you, and you are never going to guess this one. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter has some really great resources. And if nothing else, just start with him. I mean, that man was the closest thing that we've had to a Christian president, in my opinion. You can disagree, that's fine. But truthfully, this man was building houses for the homeless. He was teaching Bible study classes. He actually read the Bible and didn't just carry it around. So if you're looking for somebody who can give you resources without Bible thumping and you know they're not problematic for you, Jimmy Carter is definitely the way to go. I do want to caution you with is exploring Christian authors who have bought into their own glory. So I'm not going to name any names, but there are a couple of Christian authors who maybe started out as Christian authors and then eventually kind of spiraled into their own me religion, where they buy into everything that they say as truth, and the Bible is more for my application in life. Like, how can I use stuff from the Bible to regurgitate into my theology and not necessarily like truth? I would stay away from that. I would say a lot of like new age Christian writers, I would probably stay away from those. There's always more truth and more wisdom to discover, but that truth and wisdom needs to come, pardon me for saying this, from the teat of God, so to speak, okay? We need to be milking God for information, not the internet, not individuals in our church. I mean, those are resources we can rely on, absolutely, but they cannot be our only source of fluid. We need to get information that fears God, or AKA this person is humble enough to realize that they don't always have everything figured out. Because at the end of the day, what you want is to create a healthy relationship with God. And I think we need to do that by looking at individuals who understand that wisdom is a process and not just insight. Wisdom is about research and analyzing. And also, I love this proverb that says the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God. And I know for those who are uncomfortable with talking about God, you're like, why are you bringing up Bible verses? One of the things that I think that is helpful about that proverb is that it is a reminder that at the end of the day, you have to recognize that you're not the smartest person in the world, that you're not the smartest person in the room all the time. There's always somebody who knows more than you. There's always somebody that has more insight than you. And I think it's important to keep that in mind whenever we're dealing with individuals who are sharing their wisdom, because there are a lot of people out there that act like they are the end all and be all of a source matter. And yes, there are subject matter experts, absolutely. But humility needs to come alongside that, because even in science, there are things that we think that we know, and then we find out other information and we're like, oh wait, that's no longer true. This is true. I think we all need to be like that. I think we all need to come from a place of what I used to believe is no longer correct, and that is okay. It is okay to be wrong about what you used to believe, and it's okay to be corrected. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or that you're not smart. I think having humility is so important when it comes to engaging with resources and engaging with new information to go. If you can think of any other resources that have been helping you, comment down below what those are. That's it for today. Well, thank you so much for listening. I am so glad you're here. Thank you for just letting me be a part of your journey, and we're gonna work this out together. Okay? Okay. Love you. Bye.